Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today, checking out a package here from Amazon. Just got this in the mail. Not exactly entirely sure who this could be from, but I'm thinking it might be a Fintiso knife. It may or may not. That's why today, doing the honors, we got the Fintiso Harpe, right? This is a button lock here, thumb stud deployment. 14C 28N blade with aluminum handles, looking pretty awesome. Really been enjoying carrying this one a ton. It's very, very elegant, as you can see. And of course, check out the unboxing on this one for more details if you haven't already. And of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, and all that good stuff, those links will be in the description and pinned comments. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, right? If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Boom. There we go. It definitely happened to be a Fintiso knife. I had a feeling it could be them because, you know, conversations via email, and I had already unboxed a few other knives that had come in around the same time. So a brand new model here. We have come full circle with the Fintiso line. We basically pretty much feature every single model in their lineup so far. So if you're looking for a model that you're interested on, definitely put that in the YouTube search box, Miguel EDC, and you'll find that video right away. This is the Fintiso Folding Knife Black. Okay, we don't necessarily have any hints going on here, so let's go ahead and cut the wrapping here, shall we? And let's see what's in store here for us. All right, we got the black box going on this one. I know in the past they also have a white and blue box, right? I think this one has the sleeve. Let's go ahead and get the sleeve out. Boom, there we go. And there we go, this side, got the magnets there. Boom, endless exploration, endless sharp. We got the zipper pouch here, and we got the Fintiso user manual on here. This one is a simplified version. I know they have a new user manual that has their more updated catalog on there as well. In the zipper pouch, here we go, boom. We got the knife itself, which we're gonna check out here in just a moment. Here is wiping cloth right there. We have a Fintiso sticker, right? And some additional hardware. So that is awesome. I think Kizer and Fintiso are some of the brands so far that I've seen that always include additional hardware. That is definitely a W. That is a win. So thank you for that. Absolutely appreciate it. Right? There's nothing like having a piece of screw go missing on you and then you're just trying to find it and whatnot. It's a bit of a nightmare. But here we go. We got the knife here with us. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Bam. All right, take a look, ladies and gentlemen. This one's all sort of got this blacked out aesthetics going on here, right? Definitely a exposed liners on this one, black G10 going on, very grippy G10, nice and contoured around, looking very well built, looking very nice. Got that deep pocket carry clip there. Looks like we have a flipper deployment, no jimping on it, and thumb studs, right, for thumb stud deployment there. Check this thing out. Beautiful G10 crown backspacer, also looking very, very nice there as well. A very pronounced lanyard hole solution, so lanyard people out there rejoice. Definitely got you covered there with quite a lot of lanyard hole real estate. There we go. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get this thing deployed here. Here we go. Bam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this thing. Loving the geometry already, right? Beautiful drop point blade, the beautiful switch there, flat grind, of course. Got the Fintiso logo on one side. A little bit of a smaller font as compared to some of the other models. And it says 14C 28N on the other side. Everyone's favorite budget steel these days. 14C is corrosion resistant. And when you add this black coat on top of that, it makes it even more corrosion resistant. So that's a very elegant looking knife there. If you ever saw one, right? I'm digging it a ton already. Went ahead and pulled up the Fintiso manual here from one of their white and blue boxes. Checking the catalog here. By the way, we have already looked at we haven't looked at the Atlas yet. And we have looked at the Rook series, right? Looks awesome. We have looked at the Apollo series, which is also pretty sweet. The Cobra, of course, we've looked at as well. We have looked at the Harpe. And by the way, here we go. This one is the Odyssey. I remember now talking to Fintiso team about this one. So we got the Odyssey right here. The Harpe, which is the one that we used to unbox the knife, is this guy right here, right? Pretty awesome. We have also looked at the Parrot, right? One of my all-time favorites. The Falcon we have also looked at. So we pretty much looked at their entire catalog except for the Atlas. So far, again, they're just knocking it out of the park. The Fintiso team is coming out swinging. So the Odyssey right here is a liner lock. Let me see here. All right, ball bearing, right? Good access to the liner, by the way. They always do a good job with their liner locks. Very well built. You can push the liner out of the way, drop the blade shut there with a nice little shake. Thumb stud deployment is good. I think it has like a late detent, so you want to kind of push it down a bit, make sure it doesn't re-engage with the detent a second time. But yeah, thumb stud deployment is good. That reverse flick is pretty good too. Check it out right there. I'm doing it with the meat of my middle finger. It's looking pretty good there. Flipper deployment, believe it or not, even though it doesn't have jimping, you guys know my philosophy. If you're gonna give me a flipper deployment, give me some jimping. And they have, right? In models past right here, right? They absolutely have as well. So I know they've done jimping before, but I think this one, because it has kind of like this sketchy surface that kind of goes up, they kind of did away with the jimping. So my school of thought is always put jimping regardless, but they didn't on this one. It's more of a, I guess, a design choice given the actual geometry of the flipper. But here we go. Light switching it, right? That's going to work each and every single time. Push button it, right? There we go. Even if you do it softly, right? Could I fail it? Yeah. Obviously, if you go out of your way to try to fail a knife, right? That could happen. But yeah, definitely works. Light switching, push button it, either way is good. That's what I mean by that later detent there. So make sure you make it past that point, and then you can do the shake shut, right? Good smack in the middle alignment, which is looking very nice. You guys be the judge there. As far as lock up there, let me see. Yep, no side to side, no up and down, no pivot lash of any kind, okay, which is solid. The lock up there is about 30%, maybe 30% or so of the way in. Nice and easy to disengage. So let's talk about ergonomics on this thing, right? Got full grip here, full purchase on my average size hands, not the biggest of hands, not the smallest of hands. I mean, the flipper works as a finger guard. So, right, index finger goes there, all other fingers follow suit, and there's still plenty of handle here left. So if you have big old bear paws, right, you should be good to go there, no problem. Right, no forward choke spot on this one, right, because of the flipper tab. So that's just something to keep in mind. Good jimping there on the tang of the blade, so you could do your standard grip like that, get some work done. Okay, and we do have a deep pocket carry clip, not the deepest of carry clips out there, but gets the job done, gives you something to pinch and pull out of the pocket there. It is somehow not reversible. I kind of wish that it was, because it will make a good reversible knife, right? I got my lefty hand here, which is obviously on train, and I'm able to make work of this knife just as much dexterity aside as I can with my right hand. So obviously lefties out there would be would benefit from a reversible clip. The only thing is I'm realizing most of, or a lot of their clips are curved, right? Curved like this. So symmetry, the way symmetry works, right? If you put this clip on the other side, it will be curved down. So instead of curving up like that, it would basically go the opposite way. So that's why it doesn't make a good symmetrical clip, because it's not straight symmetrical clip. So if they want to do a reversible pocket clip, then they would just have to include, if they keep the same shape, they would have to make a separate pocket clip there and ship that. It is recessed with flat screws or recessed screws, which is good. So it's going to go in and out of the pocket pretty good. And ergonomically speaking, it's actually pretty comfortable. Good 9.5 out of 10, right? Obviously, if I squeeze really hard, then obviously I'm going to feel the pocket clip there. But most other scenarios, especially if you're doing cutting for a long period of time, you're probably going to put on some gloves or something. All right, so that's obviously more of the way to go there. So that being said, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons on this bad boy. Let's kind of compare here next to some of the, let's do a family photo, right? So a family photo, shall we? Going to give you an idea what other Fintiso knives you can check out. Well, the first one I got a chance to look at, right, debuting Fintiso here in the channel, was the Cobra. Has that kukri style, right? There's premium versions of that one as well, if you really like it. The Parrot was the second one, which I really enjoyed. It's definitely one of my top favorites from them. Aluminum handles, 14C with that Warncliffe button lock. I mean, there's really a lot to love with this knife. Probably the one I've carried the most is the Parrot out of the bunch. So again, unboxing videos, overview videos for all of these are live in the channel, so you guys can check them out. Here's the Apollo right there, right? That was the third Fintiso I got a chance to check out. And here's the Falcon, right? Which is also very interesting. Kind of has somewhat similar handles, but in a way completely different. Obviously, a whole different blade geometry. So, I mean, Fintiso has a blade geometry and handle combination for you out there, right? Whether you like G10, you like mill G10, more elaborate G10, you like aluminum. If you like a drop point blade, a Warncliffe blade, a sheep's foot blade, clip-on blade, they got everything. So definitely got to check them out. And I do have a code on the Fintiso website, link down below, Miguel EDC, that gets you 10% off, right? There's even a holiday sale going on, which is even better than my code alone. I think it gives you like 30%, as much as 30% off of their knife. So Miguel EDC gives you 10% off. Their current sale gives you 30% off. So I'm thinking stack the two, definitely give it a shot. But I think with 30% off, I mean, it's a great time to pick these knives up. Absolutely no doubt. So these are absolutely sweet. And speaking of knives that I've really carried a ton here, the Rook is a second place for most carried from Fintiso. You can see this one has tape and stuff going on in that tip right there, because I've been using it, right? A lot of people, got a guy commenting on a video the other day saying, your knives are shelfers because they don't look like they get used. But sir, I actually do use my knife. I just keep them clean and pristine. It's not like I go out of my way to grab this knife and shove it across the pavement so it gets a bunch of wear marks and then, oh yeah, hashtag I use my knives. Like that's just dumb. So I do use them, but I also take care of them. So, and I don't go out there, you know, surviving with them per se, or doing a lot of extreme things, you know, mostly, you know, around the house, you know, outside, inside, but you know, they definitely get used, but also take care of them, wipe them clean, etc. So, long story short, we got the Rook here, right, which is very, very sweet. Love the Rook, bigger pivot, kind of has that whole gear design going on, so slim, so elegant. It's like chef's kiss right there.
Nice.
And the Harpe, which you saw for the unboxing, also very, very nice. I mean, Fintiso kind of has a good recipe going on, right? It's hard to pinpoint a model that's like, hey, that's completely a myth. You didn't know exactly what you were designing there. What were you even thinking? Like, all of them have a little bit of their own spice going on, which I absolutely love. So let's do again some of the other typical ones here in the channel. Let's not forget about those. So if you don't own any Fintiso knives, right, here's the Spyderco Manix 2. There's your Yojimbo 2. So it's right there on par with, you know, typical full large size knives, right? No doubt. It's maybe a hair shorter than these two. Here's the Demko AD 20.5, which is a little bit shorter. The smaller brother, the Shark Cub as well. Take a look. Civivi Vision FG right there, right? Very recommendable budget knife. Came out last year. If you don't own one, what are you waiting for? Here's the Militaw, same deal, right? These came out this year in the budget version, right? Came out first as a premium version. Now you're going to get it in the budget version. Very affordable. Again, all these are linked down below if you want to check out prices, availability, variants, right? Last but not least, the CJRB Hectare Alt and the Vosteed Raccoon, right? So these are some of the most popular EDC knives. Hectare Alt actually came out this year. The original Hectare had a drop point blade and an opening hole. This one has the same crossbar lock, but with thumb studs instead, and that beautiful Warncliffe blade, or sheep's foot, or reverse tanta, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever makes you sleep better at night. But yeah, hopefully you own some of those. It gives you more or less a ballpark where these guys land size-wise. Let's, of course, go ahead and do our scientific cutting test. I got some paper, I got some cardboard here, nothing crazy. All right, let me just test this 14C28N edge. That is ready. All right, ready to do some damage there. Very toothy, ready to go. Boom. One thing is for sure, so far, every single knife from Fintiso I have unboxed, they all come very, very sharp out of the box. All right, very good edge. And so this textbook paper, of course, is going to cut that all day. I got a single wall piece of cardboard right here from an Amazon box. So remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle like that. Got my grip here ready to go. Bam, right? Flat grind, very slicey. All right, going through it. There you go. I just kind of bend the cardboard, so that's why that happened. So there we go. Bam, boom, and bam, right? So obviously, it's going to go through that cardboard like nobody's business, right? Looking good. I did get a little bit of gunk there on the blade. A lot of you guys have been asking what products do I use when removing gunk and cleaning a blade. I typically love to use break-free COP, right? This stuff is awesome. Just put maybe a drop or two in there, right? And then I just kind of put it on both sides, right? All you have to do is rub it a little bit there, right? Get that, get that solution spread out right there. And then just give it a second or two, right? Maybe get 30 seconds or so. And then all you have to do is wipe it clean. I got a dedicated cloth just for that. So I'll give it a first wipe with that cloth. And then I'll go ahead and give it a second wipe here with this green one. And bam, right? The thing is brand new, clean, and ready to do some more work. Not only is it a cleaning solution, but it's also a lubricant and it's also a preservative, right? So it's always a good thing. Break-free COP, this guy, love it. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. I'm a user. I love how it works, and so it's linked down below if you want to check that out. If you want to check it out. All right. That being said, guys, so you You all rate this knife in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy? How much of an edge does it come with out of the box? You got to remember about that late detent there. But yeah, so far so good, making a great first impression, without a doubt, to say the least. Well, there you guys have it. Just a quick unboxing, first impressions on the Odyssey from Fintiso. Fintiso is just on a roll lately. They don't miss, man. They keep on hitting good recipe after good recipe after good recipe. I mean, these things are sweet. They're well built, right? They are reliable. So far, every single one that I've carried so far has been awesome. And I have a lot of reviews coming up for all their lineup pretty much. So definitely that's something you'll want to subscribe if you aren't already, right? Make sure you don't miss on that. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That will really mean a lot to me if you can go ahead and do that. I'll just go ahead and put the lineup here so you guys can kind of see them all here. Family picture style, right? So there is, again, the Odyssey, right? We looked at the Cobra, kind of go in that chronological order in which I've checked them out in. The Parrot is right there as well. Got the Apollo, the Falcon, the Rook, and last but not least, the Harpe. All very, very sweet in their own right. You guys got to check out the lineup here from Fintiso. I'll put 2 of the most recent uploads here on the end screen so you guys can check them out. Next, guys, thank you so much for all your love and support. Check out to my Patreon supporters on screen for supporting what I do here. Again, shout out to Fintiso for sending these in so I can check them out and share them with you guys. If you want to pick these up, again, these are on sale right now. I think they have a holiday sale, 30% off on the Fintiso website, which is linked down below. You can get these for really, like a really banging affordable price, even much lower than what they typically sell at. Also, again, code Miguel EDC will get you 10% off on the Fintiso website as well. So thank you guys for your love and support. Again, all of these are linked down below if you want to check them out. Those help out the channel when you use those links, but that is completely up to you and at 0 extra cost. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.